sent somebody off.
Wayne Sorensen.
Wayne Sorensen off for flattening a player without the ball. Watch it again. Oh. Let's look at that again. Well, I think that's a bit of a mix-up, that one. It's going to almost hand the minor premiership to Western Suburbs on a platter. And the goal to Rolls, continuing his great goal kicking from last week. I think that makes it 8 in a row in his first one today. Okay, the kick-off goes to Mosley. Quite a spectacular start to this game, and no doubt it will have taken some of the edge off the game. One can expect Western Suburbs to play it very cool from this point. They'd be completely foolish to retaliate in any way. They're in the box seat. A lot of money involved. Rodonicus rolls, quick hands to Boyd, a long floating pass. Well half volleyed out there by Mosley. Came to him on the ground. Dorothy. I'll probably be glad they've got John McMartin as hooker in this Cronulla side before the end of the match. This scrum 20 metres out from the Western Suburbs line. And it's a penalty to Cronulla against Rodonicus. Incorrect feed. West won the first round clash 20-2 at Lidcombe, and here's the kick from Rogers. It's successful. So the score then, after 10 minutes of play, Cronulla 2, West 2. Dorothy, stabbing type place kick to get it low along the ground, trying to force the error. Wise tactics. Mullane. Stupidity that's completely unnecessary for Western Suburbs. Wes Boyd going in and trying to damage a player. He's being penalised and told, I think, through Rodonicus that he wore and he'll be off. The crowd reacting strongly to that. Right, 5 metres from halfway. Cronulla really got a job on their hands. Got a move on here. Archer. Not Archer, that was Khan, the pass. Foster, a touchdown in. This is stupidity from Western Suburbs. They've got no need. I repeat, no need for any rough stuff. They're putting the referee and the touch judges under enormous pressure if they persist in these stupidities. Contrary to what a lot of people think, referees are human. They don't like to be made to look silly. Burke. Here they come. Khan, straight up to the quarter line. A good hard run. And Martin, Mean loses his footing. Only a yard gain. Hansard. Raftery. Raftery, a good elusive player with a lot of pace. Foster is offside. And for one despairing moment, I thought he'd sent a player off. The signal was a bit misleading. Rogers now outside the quarter line. Seemed to scuff the ground a bit, but by G, it's a good kick. And then, with 15 minutes exactly gone, Cronulla have hit the front, 4-2. Well taken by Greg Pearce. Made a bit of a gain, and every Cronulla player that's tackled now is getting a roar from this Cronulla crowd. They're trying to get a Western Suburbs player sorted out, I think. There's offside against West. And Rogers says, yes, we'll have another crack at this. Rogers Gets that one high in the air. Oh, what a great goal! And Cronulla get a little bit further away as they'll need to do with a 6 points to 2 lead over Western Suburbs. And we've had 17 minutes of play. Statistics, Barry.
Penalties are 7-3 in favour of Cronulla, and the scrums are 3-0 also in favour of Cronulla.
There's a penalty against Rodonicus. Again, incorrect feed. Well, Steve Rogers will love this. He can kick goals all afternoon. It's not tiring at all. This is about 12 metres outside the quarter, 10 metres in from the sideline. Clouded that one well. And it's there! Well, great kicking display. I believe we've got a situation now of 4 goals from 5 attempts.
That's correct.
On the 10-metre line, west end of the field. Still waiting to win a scrum.
Yes.
There'll be a loud roar go up if they do get one. They haven't got this one. Cronulla have got it again. Rafferty. The run-around move. There's Mullane in. It's a shocking pass, but Edmonds scurries back and retrieves it. He's gone up midfield now and going well. That's a good jinking run. Pearce doing a lot of talking to his players. There's a penalty. Lashing out the ball by Boyd. They really are playing this game in an extraordinary fashion. Rogers midfield. Oh, he does those so easily. So beautifully struck. 10 points to 2. Cronulla a man short again. Let me remind you, a leading 10 points to 2 against a West side that, in my view, are playing senseless football. Western Suburbs. Donnelly switches back to Blind. Dorohey into the quarter. This team with streamers and coloured paper there. Gitto. Oh, on a Donnelly. Donnelly will go close. He's there, I think. What's the ruling? He's lost it. He's not very happy about it because our head-on camera show the story on that try. Watch it. Gitto. Here's the big fella, pounding forward. That's fallen on the body of a Cronulla player. He didn't get it down, that's right. Khan makes the bust. New South Wales representative player. Rogers dummying to kick. Gets his pass away. Masterly fashion to Hansard out to Pearce. Pearce out to Rafferty, doubles around. Last tackle. There's beautiful pass from Pearce to Archer. It's gone forward. Knock on the halfway line. Danzy quick to spot that.
At this stage, the scrums are 6-2 in favour of McMartin from Cronulla. 7-2 now.
Beautiful pass. Rafferty's pass is a bad one. Who's got it? Giddo will get to it first. He's kicked it. Could it be a try? No, it's rolled. He's kicked it hard. It's going to go down and goal, I think. It's in a touch. Well, that was turned from being a dead-set scoring opportunity for Cronulla into a likely scoring opportunity for Western Suburbs. This scrum now, critical one for both sides. Whose is it? Western Suburbs. Rodonicus out to O'Grady. O'Grady's in for an easy one. Oh, he's got them. A little stuttering step off the left foot and in he went. What a good utility player this fella's been for Western Suburbs. That try came up in about the 37th minute. Couldn't have come at a better time. And here it was, Rodonicus running. The gap wide and yawned, and Rogers moved away, expecting Mullane's defence was very, very poor. That was not the tackle of a man aspiring to a kangaroo tour. Wrong-footed, but O'Grady is such a good stepper, and that was a good try. Rolls from 20 metres out. Oh, he's sliced it badly. That was a simple kick. And the score remains Cronulla 10, Wests 5. Cronulla players well back so that they can hit the line as they go. Dorohey's went up in a super fashion and there was shepherding there. Dorohey's down and heavily tackled. Donnelly's been penalised for interference and Dorohey's thrown the ball away. And I'm surprised he wasn't penalised another 10 yards for that.
He threw the ball at Steve Neen.
He struck that one not soundly. It went away to the right. Dorothy has it. Kicks ahead. He's found an open space, but it's gone too far. It'll go to Mullane. Now that Mullane puts the kick higher there in the first tackle, which is a surprise. But they come away again. Mullane's quick. And it's been bowled over the dead ball line by O'Grady. And that a half-time hooter evidently went in the background. I didn't hear it. At the half-time break, we've got a scoreline that reads Cronulla 10, West 5. In fact, with all the action, the second half in just a moment.
This little boy is a living, breathing miracle.
Somebody compared Sunrise Place in Karingbar with the Taj Mahal in India.
Second half, Steve Rogers kicks off. Cronulla leading 10-5. Cronulla points all scored by Steve Rogers. 5 penalty goals. An O'Grady try. And one goal to Peter Rolls. 10-5. Cronulla. A man short. Sorensen sent off in the 7th minute of play. Donnelly. Pearce wrapped him up high, quite legally. Back to Purcell, then to Dorothy, kicking. And this is going to be the pattern of play in the second half. They'll try to put Cronulla under pressure. Mullane slips. 10 metres out from his quarter. Edmonds a dummy half. He'll take it away himself to try to get his players back on side. He makes a 12-metre gain. Pearce did well to hold that. Archer. Bustling style of play, very short steps when he wants to make forward progress. McMahon, Hansard, Paul Kahn, who I repeat, should get a little bit more involved in a game than he does. Greg Pearce with a dummy to Hansard, to Nean. Long pass out to Mullane. He's wrapped up straight away, nowhere to go. The net result of that last 3 play the balls is a 2-metre loss. Hansard. Well, that pass looked a touch forward, but Rogers has not been penalised. Penalty to Western Suburbs. This will give Rolls the opportunity as McMartin's penalised for striking prematurely. And distance won't present a problem. Accuracy. It's a beauty. Straight over. So they've reduced that margin. Cronulla 10, West 7. The kickoff. Of course, he did well to take that. There was a massive players went for it. Pearce, did he give a little right hand in there? There's Purcell bumping one. About 4 metres from halfway. Rodonicus, O'Grady. And round his legs where he customarily is. Greg Pearce. Rodonicus rolls. Holding the pass up, giving it nicely to Boyd. Boyd's up over halfway, looking for support. And that was a good run. Strong burst. On the blind side they come. Rolls to Rodonicus, got support. There's Donnelly. Donnelly caught but not put out. He's having a bit of trouble getting traction. Something like a very large dinosaur that couldn't quite get going. Rolls. Lobs a long one out there. It's out to Gitto. Gitto gets heavily tackled and well tackled. On the 6th tackle, I think Chamberlain's hurt himself. 10-7. Cronulla lead. Recollect they're a man short. They've won another scrum. And Rodonicus makes a bit of a break away to O'Grady, who is wrapped up 4 metres outside the Cronulla quarter line. Foster. Well, the Cronulla team look as though they were well inside the 5 there. The referee got his back turned to the backs on the open side. Dorothy, Donnelly. Inside the quarter now. West standing a bit of a bunch on the blind side here. There's the pass coming to O'Grady. Nicely on to Boyd. Boyd got a pass away. It's gone to ground. Back to Clausey. Clausey looking for support. He's done some good work today for West in the way of settling play down after a breakdown. And there's a Cronulla player being knocked down, but the touch judge not concerned. Out to Buddy Kane. Back inside it comes to O'Grady. And they're tackled only 9 metres away. It's the last tackle. Crowd really roaring now for West to get on with it. Wayne Smith going crossfield. That's the last.
O'Grady hurt his ankle in that last tackle. He's limping in the background.
Yes, little Graham O'Grady. And there's a penalty. It's against Purcell for striking prematurely.
Steve Neen having a bit of trouble breathing, Rex. He's been in bed since last Friday. He got out this morning, as John McMartin, with a bad dose of the flu.
Progress scores from other grounds. Manly 16, Eastern Suburbs 4.
Just short of the halfway line. Khan. Nice pass out to Pearce. Pearce, a beautiful pass to Mullane. Out to Edmonds. Did well to pull that in from below his knees, but still on the field of play. West being told to get back on side. Hansard. Raftery. Has a go himself. Can't get through the defence of Radonicus. Archer. And that was well caught, actually. He was falling at the time he took it, mate. Hansard. The dummy. He's got it right through the middle. Looking for support. Got it to Rogers. Rogers will go close. A lovely pass out to Edmonds. Back inside to Khan. It's a try, is it? The pass has gone to ground. It's picked up. And it's a try now. Is he awarded a try or disallowed?
Disallowed it.
Well, he took his time about it. Let's see it again. I don't doubt he's right, but he took his time about it. He stared at it and waited. Now, look at this break by Hansard. The pass back inside to Rogers. Rogers went in a big curve run and a lovely pass out there to Edmonds. Could have been a touch forward. Back inside to Khan. And this is where they went so terribly close. The pass back inside. Well, yes, there was a knock on there. No question about it. That's a good decision by Dancy, and I apologise to him for saying he took too long about it. He had to wait till the last minute. It was a try until Greg Pearce dropped it over the line. Let's see it again. There was Khan. The pass, okay, didn't go forward. Now, at this point, Pearce hadn't knocked on, but he did there. It's a Cronulla ball. Oh, lovely pass out to Mullane. Mullane's got him into the gap. There's Chamberlain going up over the quarter line. And a great tackle from Dorahy. Good defence. About 20 metres out now, Cronulla. Mullane up the sideline. He's got it right in. Bad defence by Western Suburbs. And Mullane, well, redeeming himself somewhat for that terrible tackle attempt that he made on O'Grady when O'Grady scored the try. And there he goes. They didn't cover the blind side at all. Well, that would be one of the most fundamental errors a first-grade side could make. And from head on. Now watch Buddy Kane. He goes infield here. Look at this. And just let the blind side completely... I don't know. That one wonders whether a player is a first-grade quality player when he does that. This is from the quarter line. 5 metres in from the sideline. Punches it hard. Oh, good heavens. He's kicked it. What a great kick. Like. So then, the score, 15 points Cronulla, 7 points to West. I've got a very nice letter from the Wanneroo Rugby League Club in Perth, Western Australia, pointing out that they watched the big league. That's a forward pass, the referees missed it. They watched the big league replays over there in 3 hotels. And a penalty against Mullane again for striking. That's the second time he's conceded penalties in that area. Now this is from directly in front. He's 10.5 metres out from the quarter line. He struck that well. Western Suburbs bridged the gap. And the score is Cronulla 15, West's 9. I think you'd have to agree, Dancy's had a fair sort of a game on those, though he's been right in position. But it was always on from the moment Khan was able to get that pass away quickly. Purcell. Clausey. is strong enough to have a big future, but he's got to start to learn to unload the ball a little. Donnelly. Donnelly not able to make any inroads today. Rudonikas through the gap. Got it away to Rolls. Rolls has got it nicely on to Purcell, the hooker, and watch him sprint, but well caught by Steve Rogers. Only 10 metres out. They'll concede a penalty if they don't get off. Dorahy. Rudonikas, a beautiful pass out to Foster, who was nearly into the gap. Play about 15 metres out. West moving. O'Grady shunted himself a little bit behind Foster. Could have been pinged for shepherding. Rudonikas rolls. That pass came off Cronulla player. 6 to go. Good decision by Dancy. Referee appeared yards offside as O'Grady's gone, and he's only been backslammed about 2 metres short of the line. West, big moment now. They've got to score to get back into this game. Boyd, he's there! Good dummy half. Well, that's a good try at just the right time. Let's see it again. Consistent pressure brought this. Boyd shaped to give it to the blind side. They opened up as you'd expect a team with a forward short. And from head on this way. That took place in the 21st minute. Right through the Khan tackle. Mullane could not get over. He could, but not to stop him. Rolls has it on the mound. Pearce has got them involved in a team talk in the end goal. I suggest he's talking about the business of watching the dummy half as Rolls moves in. And it looks the goods. Yes, indeed. So we've got, with 20 minutes to go, a scoreline that reads Cronulla 15, West 14. Can this Cronulla side, a man short, hang on? Of course, he's knocked on, according to referee Dancy, and Martin's come up with it, but he's got knock-ons both ways. Well, that's a Cronulla scrum win, and Hansard's gone right through. He's had the ball stolen from him, and that was pretty solid defence. That could have been a penalty to West. Burke interfered with a player without the ball. O'Grady. Well, from despairing defence in 1 second, back to attack. Wayne Smith, who's got plenty of pace. Rogers, the tackler, out there with Chamberlain. O'Grady, long pass to Rudonikas. Out it comes to Foster. They've got a man over if they can use it. There's Boyd. Boyd striding up well. He's showing a lot of pace too. He's busted one tackle, got it back into Mosley. Mosley's through, and he'll go round. And a bad bit of defence there by Rick Burke. He had hold of him, Les Boyd, but he was able to get the pass away. So there they are, Les Boyd having a real big game. Now watch the pass, as I called it, was always on from the time Rudonikas got the long pass away. And look at Boyd's stride out. Strong as hard as you please, as I may have called the wrong player. Hansard was the man that missed him, but there was the tackle going inside, and Mullane again being pushed off with great ease. And Mosley going in to score the try. From head on, this way. That good long pass from Rudonikas put Foster into a gap. He was able to get it to Boyd. Now from here on, this great big strapping fella with enormous thighs powered his way upfield, broke that tackle of Hansard's, lobbed a clever pass back into Mosley, but that should, as a tackle that should never have been missed by Mullane. And there it goes. Mosley, a fine try. Rolls the kick, and he's missed it. So the score then remains Western Suburbs 17, Cronulla 15. Statistics, Barry Ross, as we get a kick-off.
Scrums in Cronulla's favour, 10-5, and the penalties have evened up a little. They're 12-10, Cronulla's won.
Some of the West forwards get on each other's way from kick-offs. Of course, he had that, and one of his teammates came in and literally knocked him out of the way. Burke, Hansard, Archer, up towards the quarter line. Big effort now from Cronulla to get back into this game. Hansard, the gap. Looking for support, gets a pass away to Burke. Archer didn't know that it was coming to him, but he's made some good inroads back into the quarter. And he's back turned, I think. And Pearce called him. Hansard. Can't. Oh, back into Neen, and it's been knocked down. Knock on, both ways. Scrum right on the quarter line. Another scrum win. What's that make it, Barry?
Well, that makes it 11-5 in favour of McMartin for Cronulla.
Incredible performance by this veteran hooker, Pearce. Showed it inside. Can't get it outside. Just to the quarter line. Cronulla have got to keep this ball for longer periods now. They're tiring, and if Wests are given the ball, they'll, with that extra man, they'll score or make the pressure enormous. There's a penalty. Well, I think he's got John Donnelly as an offside position. And this is as easy a kick as we've had all day, and Rogers should make no bones about it, from only about 15 metres out, directly in front. Rogers from directly in front on a high mound, just have to punch it hard, straight, which he does with the greatest of ease. So the score then, with this amount of time to go, what have we got, about 13 minutes to go? 17 all. Edmonds. On to Archer. He's had a fine game, strong and hard.
Very experienced player, Rex. He's played about 130 first-grade games for the Sharks.
Very important, I believe, my own view, is that Cronulla don't have a lot of depth in their forwards. Neen, a great pass. No, it's too hard. And Wests have got it back, and it's to Purcell. Neen's pass there, as it turned out, too hard. Donnelly. Donnelly is not taking the ball up with the same authority that he was in the early part of the season. There's Corsi again losing it, but that time fortuitously behind him. Rodonigas. Purcell. Dorahy rolls. O'Grady to Boyd. He's through the tackle, stumbles and falls. Chamberlain the tackler. He's a ferocious sort of a player, Boyd. Rodonigas got his arms free and got to pass away there to Buddy Kane. Kane wrapped up midfield by Chamberlain. There's the kick by O'Grady. Malane doesn't drop it in front, drops it behind. Rodonigas fails in the tackle attempt, gets it to Edmonds. As Donnelly has got into the chop over there and got upended a Cronulla player. Could have been Malane, I can't see the crowd booing about that, but we'll wait and see whether the touch judge comes in. Rogers. Khan. Back inside to Pearce. Pearce to Rogers. Beautifully handled away to Raftery, who's having all sorts of trouble standing up today. He should look at his spikes. Hansard. Neen. Inside to Archer. Malane very sick in the background. His trainer talking to him. Neen up the blind side. Last tackle. 17 all, recollect. 9.5 minutes to go. Rogers. Pearce. Raftery, the dummy. Back inside. Pearce has fallen over. He's fallen on by Donnelly. It's a bad pass.
Touch judge is running in now, Rex.
Now this will be about the Donnelly Malane incident, I feel sure. The penalty goes to Cronulla. It'll be for a late tackle on Malane by Donnelly. Okay. And that's a fine kick. Look at that one, into the breeze. Or across the breeze. He's up to the quarter line. Now, can this Cronulla side, a man short, get up and beat a team that have got every right to think they were going to be premiers? Now, midfield now. A field goal could decide it at this stage, and here it is. Steve Rogers. It's a wide. The idea was right. Foster came up very smartly, and that probably saved it, because Rogers was put under pressure at the last, well, the last yard and a half. Purcell, little stutter. And that's not a speech impediment. I'm talking about the way he runs. Rodonicus to Dorahy, who's not come into the three-quarter line with much consistency. Rodonicus, who I think has been suffering from flu this week too.
Yes, that's correct. A lot of players in both teams.
There's Dorahy. Busted one tackle. Got to pass away nicely to Kane. He's got Purcell there. Got it away to Donnelly. Donnelly goes to within 15 metres of the line. That pass may have been a touch
Peter Rolls
forward, but let's have a look now. Here's Rolls for the field goal. Attempt. It's over. It's a horrible kick, but it's over. Bless my soul. Well, the Western Suburbs side, the field goal specialist. There it is, 18-7. Let's see it again. The Magpie fans have really gone berserk. And there he was, about 20 metres out with an end-over-end sort of a kick that snuck over. Now watch him. There he is, calling for the ball just to the right of the black dot. And here he goes. It's a bad kick, let's face it. Look at it, shocking. But over it went, and it's a point the diff. And it's a penalty to Western Suburbs, mandatory penalty. Failing to go the required distance. Now Rolls is going to wisely take a minute to kick a goal. 206 points so far up until today's match, but he scored 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 today. So that's 215 points so far this season. It's not going to get the distance. Mullane takes it magnificently, falling full length. And he comes out to the quarter line with a great run. Mick Burke, and there's Boyd round his legs. And out they go along the three-quarter line. Out to Raftery, the dummy. On the quarter line, he's tackled. Dean trying to put that great big arm of his in the face of Rolls to fend him off, but no way. Hansard stuck without support, but swivels back to the blind side to Chamberlain. Chamberlain loses it behind, but shuffles and does a full circle and catches it again. Rogers, Hansard, Mullane through the pass, but it was a bad one, and that's 6. 18-17. And there's another scrum with no statistics on scrums again, Barry.
Scrums are now 12-5 Cronulla's way. Penalties 15-11, also Cronulla's way.
Would you like to go through the scorers for us, please?
Yes, OK. Cronulla's 17, well, Western Suburbs 18 points. Tries to Don Mosley, Les Boyd and Graham O'Grady. Peter Rolls has kicked 4 goals from 6 attempts and also a field goal. Cronulla's 17 points. A try to Mick Mullane and Steve Rogers, 7 goals from 9 attempts.
Right, well, the ball was stolen from Steve Rogers, and Wests have got it again, about 8 metres inside Cronulla's half. Boyd taking a long while to get to his feet. McMartin there like a bird of prey waiting to strike for it and get it back. Inside the last 5 minutes, 3.5 minutes we would think to go. Well, they're playing no mistake football at the moment. Rodonicus telling him to take it up. Donnelly. Donnelly's made the break. Up to the quarter line. Shall we see another field goal? Look, Rolls is screaming to him. Get out of the way. No, Rodonicus has got it this time. He unloads well to Kane. Kane gives it to Smith. Smith attempted to pass it. And he had a look and there was no one there to give it to. That's what you call being posted. Time running out for Cronulla. At this point, 2 minutes to go. They trail by 1 point. The field goal experts have done it again. Mullane. Offside Western Suburbs. Rightly, they should take the kick for touch and get a bit of ground, but they've not done it. Pearce is tackled hard there. Now, Hansard. Burke. Burke making some forward progress, gets to his feet. Hansard, the dummy. It's a bad pass, but it's knocked on now by Archer. Double knock on. Yeah, that scrum, one of the rare scrum wins to Western Suburbs. Sees them in possession, about 10 metres now from the Cronulla quarter line, midfield. Rodonicus may well set it up for a... I think they are trying to set it up for a field goal. Rolls is directing traffic like a policeman in there. They're all standing in a bunch. Donnelly.
Graham O'Grady's quite a capable field goal kicker too, Rex.
Let's see who's going to get it. Dorohey. Last tackle. Now expect Cronulla to come up quick smart. It's back to Rolls. Another one of the shockies, but it didn't go over on that occasion. It's a terrible style. They go end over end, and we think it's over as far as the time's concerned. The hooter should go. Rogers takes it 10 metres. The hooter will go any second. There's the hooter in the background, and Western Suburbs have come up winners by 18 to 17.